Oh man, it's been a while, guys. Hey everyone, this is LuckySevenDX. Welcome back to Let's Play Mario and Luigi Dream Team. I know you guys have been wanting this one for quite some time. Apologies for the delay. It's a combination of me just doing so much Dream Team at the end there that I kind of burnt myself out on it. I needed a little bit of a moment to just sort of unwind my gears and get back into this. And also because hard mode, basically we're doing the extra mode of this, the extra episodes, which is mostly going to be Battle Ring. In fact, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to do that isn't Battle Ring. I'm pretty sure it's entirely Battle Ring. Besides, getting level 40 Rainbow Rank and getting the equipment that we need to get from there and so on and so forth. But part of the problem is the Battle Ring is not very easy in a lot of ways, so there's only a couple fights I'm really prepared to do now. The plan for how I'm going to finish this project. If you look into the battles here, we have Palladium X, we have Antasma X. Now, Palladium X, I have tried to do. It is really difficult for a couple major reasons. I mean, first of all, turn limit 26, you need all those turns. If you remember, he revives his arms and stuff like that. You have to break his arms, and he heals himself, and it ends up being a very long endurance fight. And I'm not sure I have the equipment to necessarily do that without having Rainbow Rank, because Rainbow Rank will give you a bunch of perks that will help maintain my BP, which is obviously really important. That, and it's taking me just a little too long to break the arms, and his attacks, there's a certain attack from him I'm really bad at dodging, and it tends to one-shot me. So I've tried to do Palladium X. It's probably barely possible, but it's going to be exceedingly difficult, so I'm going to wait till after I level up and grind a little bit, because I'm going to grind to at least level 40 at some point. I'll get to that in a little bit, but once I hit Rainbow Rank, it'll actually help Palladium X a lot for very many reasons, which we'll go over when we get to that point. So I'm not sure I can actually handle Palladium X. I have actually practiced and beaten Antasma X, though, so that's actually well within reason. There's also, on the other side, the giant battles. We still have Bowser X to do, so we're going to go ahead and do, actually, I think I'm going to go ahead and do Bowser X. What we're going to do is I'm going to have two videos this week, Bowser X and a video doing Antasma X. Then what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to have a stream of some sort, probably not even a normal Friday stream, just an extra bonus stream where I grind to at least level 40 and then practice. I'm probably going to spend that stream also practicing Palladium X on stream just for funsies. And also what's going to happen in this slot over here, which I will go over at the end of the video. So what's going to happen is I'm going to have two videos this week, a stream to kind of practice and grind, then I'm going to have a video on Palladium X, a video hopefully on this, which I'll get to this. This might actually be a bit tricky. This might actually take a bit longer to happen. And then there's this spot down here, which I'm probably going to have another stream just to practice that, and then we'll do that. So there's going to be there's going to be videos kind of spattered over the next month or so of finishing up this project. That's kind of the game plan. Anyway, let's get to the fun though, because we still have Bowser X to do, and I guess I'm gonna go in order, because you fight Bowser, Giant Bowser, in the story first, and then you fight Antasma X. So I'll do Bowser first, and then we'll do Antasma X next video, which will be a nice shorter video at least. But yeah, Bowser X pretty much the same as normal Giant Bowser. Just you only have 6 turns, but you really only need 5 unless you screw up the end thing, which actually does count as a turn. So there's that, I guess. But without further ado, let's do! Also, it's really, really, really disconcerting right now for me to be playing on a very small 3DS, because I've been spending the last month basically playing only on my new 3DS. So, oh my god, the screen is so much smaller. It's really disconcerting, but there we go, I've resurrected the old 3DS recording setup here, just to finish off Dream Team for you guys, because I know you guys have wanted this for a while. But I got kind of caught up in the majesty that was Undertale. It was pretty gosh darn good. So, that's the game plan. Hello, Bowser. Yeah, we've heard all this before. I'll go through all the text again. It's been a while. I'm sure you guys wouldn't mind seeing the text again unless you're watching in the future, in which case you didn't have, a couple months break in between the finale and this. In which case, how's the future look? Is it fun? How's the PlayStation 5 and the Nintendo? Because Nintendo doesn't know how to name their products, so that might as well be one of their names. Okay, fine. They know their products are named fine. They're just weird, like the Wii. What is a Wii anyway? It's like yes in French. The Nintendo yes. Actually, kind of sounds okay. Anyway, let's save the world even though we're in a dream. Actually, we were in a dream then. I don't know. Dreams are confusing. We've gone over this so many times in the project before. But regardless, let's get to the actual combat here. So, actually, Bowser X doesn't even look that different from normal Bowser. In fact, I think it's pretty much the same sprite because Bowser's special. Bowser's supposed to be special. It's a thing. We've gone over this fight for the most part, though. It's really gonna be primarily unchanged from the original fight, which is why I kind of want to start with this first, because it's not nearly going to be as exciting as Intasma X, which actually Intasma X will let us actually finally show off some of the attacks we didn't get to see, because I definitely saw them in my practice file, let me just tell you that much. You will see them. Anyway, as usual, we start off with a hammer chop to the background, because we're gonna get that lava hit in early. It's really your only good chance to hit him into the lava, so do it now. It's really the optimal time to do it. I mean, these giant battles are pretty much entirely scripted. Ironically, Bowser's actually one of the easier ones, in my opinion. I'm trying to think of which ones I'd actually consider to be harder, but Bowser might actually be realistically be the easiest giant boss battle. That's not some. I mean, I guess the thing at the end of the motion control is a bit, but. It's really, this fight isn't too bad. It's really scripted. Nothing's really too terribly hard to dodge. I mean, I say that now, but I'm probably gonna screw up 1,000 times, but this way, it gives you a pretty good amount of leeway to do that. The motion control stuffs are kind of butt, as always, because motion controls are always butt, and I will never, ever love motion controls on the 3DS, ever. But, have there been games that have done it well? I'm pretty sure there are games that have done the motion control thing well. I just can't think of them off the top of my head because I'm a silly face. Anyway, as usual, we do the hammer uppercut backwards now. Boop! A nice little uppercut all the way back, and then we'll be doing the same old, where he'll charge at us again. We'll dodge him. He'll be on that platform now. We'll jump on him, so on and so forth. Really, the most difficult part is going to be the Magic Koopas, probably. I think I consider that the hardest part. Even then, that's not too bad. As long as I focus, I can get it done. Alright, so here we go. More squiggles. The squiggle part's super easy. You just kind of draw little squiggles. Just any sort of drawing seems to work. And then you push him back. And then you dodge the other way. It's always the opposite of the first way he does, so you really only have to know the first one that happens. After that, you're pretty much good to go. Bowser will jump out of here, and look at that, we're already he's already, you know, pretty hurt. We're already still at full HP, that's not gonna last. But now, he brings us up, he's on the platform now, though, so this is the one and only time we actually get to use the counterclockwise stratagem, bringing a return as we do our drill stomp. So, as usual, I like to draw the counterclockwise circles, although, I mean, it really depends on, it's whichever circle. Once again, it's whichever circle you're worse at drawing, so whatever motion you're worse at doing, draw that one first, because you can switch to the other one a lot easier. For me, I'm really bad at drawing counterclockwise circles, so I draw those. If you're really good at drawing counterclockwise circles, then draw clockwise circles. Do whichever one is hardest for you, because then you'll already be doing that if it is it. If not, you'll have an easier time switching to the one that you're better at. That's kind of the logic there, as I've explained several times. Anyway, he's already almost half dead. Although, I mean, we've seen this before, it's not really too surprising, but now we have to kind of endure this gauntlet, and these are some of the harder attacks to dodge, probably. It'd be really nice to dodge this one. Let me focus on this. Got it! Nailed it! Get out of here, Kavik! I don't like you! You smell funny. It's awkward, man. Please. Insulting wizards here on my channel. That's what you guys have come here to see, so shake up the Shy Guys. This is where you're going to take some unavoidable damage, unfortunately. Try to minimize it, although it's it's pretty much irrelevant damage. I mean, it's not going to ever hurt you to the point where it's going to matter. That was actually, I'm going to consider that a pretty good run there of that, but I don't know. It's pretty hard to avoid that level of damage. Okay, just focus on this. Wait for the cannonballs to reach the other screen, and go. Wait for the cannonballs to reach the other screen, and go. I think it's going to be a vertical one this time again, so wait for it to go all the way around. You can kind of tell when they're going to happen, because they always go in they always alternate, I think. So you kind of just wait for them to swing around to the correct formation, then you know it's coming. So it's really hard to predict that one. It's really easy, I mean, to predict that one, too. This one you have, like, 10 million years to dodge. And then you draw the counterclockwise circles to throw him, and we just kind of keep making progress. So, ultimately, this is actually a pretty easy fight, I consider, compared to the other giant battles. Like, there's just a lot of things here. I mean, like, either I've gotten a lot better at this, or I don't know. I consider this one to be pretty straightforward. It even gives you a turn of leeway to kill him, which is nice, because the last section can be a little bit of a butt. Anyway, nowhere to go except over there! Jeez, you took a while to notice that plot of land, Bowser. You're not very, bright. Not that that's not a given. It feels interesting to be back on the Dream Team train, that's for sure, and playing the 3DS stuff. I think I've, helped fix a couple of the problems, hopefully, that I've had of 3D. Oh god, dodge! Should probably be paying attention instead of talking, Lucky. That would be the smart thing. So press once, stomp on his head, deal the damages, and all is well. He brings the thing back up. At some point, I'll reload this, by the way, just to show off what happens when you try to hit him into the wall, because I think that's the only thing I haven't really shown off, except maybe falling into the lava, which I guess will actually happen at the same time anyway, so I can show off that as our little extra sort of things that can happen in this fight that you should never do sort of section that I always do with these giant boss battles, so that'll be fun. Anyway, he's back on this thing, so all we need to do is dodge the flame, jump on his head, and he'll get burnt again, and then we have to deal with the gauntlet, and then we have to deal with the motion control bullshit. So, really not too tough, all things considered. Nope! I mean, it gives you so much leeway to dodge all the things, and nothing's really that complicated compared to a lot of other things you have to do in other boss fights. There's nothing too crazy here, honestly. Even the motion control things aren't as bad as other ones have been. So, I say that with a grain of salt because I still hate the motion control things, but what can you do? That's how they want to do. Makes me wonder what they're going to do with like motion controls or anything in Paper Jam, which will be an interesting thing. Which, for the record, whether or not I do Paper Jam is going to depend on a couple factors. I do want to address the elephant in the room. It is going to depend on, A, if Nintendo kind of gets more lenient on their policies, because I would not feel very safe doing Paper Jam for a while, because they tend to be a little, they've gotten a little strict on even 3DS recordings that are fairly new these days, so it's kind of a bit of a risky thing in my opinion, and I'm kind of just, 3DS recording's always been a little glitchy for me. I'm kind of getting a little tired of it, and I've just kind of been enjoying these blind projects. I don't know if you guys have been enjoying the blind projects in between now and when I last played Dream Team, but I've been having so much fun with them, so it's really going to depend on, you know, how I feel about 3DS stuff and how I feel about Nintendo roughly a year for when Paper Jam comes out. So that's going to be my official stance on that, just for the record. So I know it's not going to help. I know 1,000 people are going to ask about that. That's fine, you know. It's cool that people ask. I mean, I appreciate the passion. I'm never going to complain about fan passion in this. Like, it's silly for a creator to complain about fans being passionate about what they do. I always love that, but that's my stance on this for now. Not gonna let him not gonna let him eat any of these meats because I want him to only have to go into the lava twice, which is nice. Nice, did it. And from here, we have to do the dodge. So he's gonna jump up in the air, and you can see because he didn't recover HP, like that's a significant amount of less HP there. That's pretty gosh. I guess the reason this fight is one of the final ones though is I just noticed there's not really a good time to heal ever because whenever you're gonna heal in this fight, you're probably going to end up in the lava and take just as much damage back. So I guess that's why this fight is so hard, because you don't really have a chance to heal. But in terms of the Giant Battle X's, that's irrelevant. You can't heal in the Giant Battle X's anyway. You don't even have the option to use a mushroom. So in terms of the Giant Battle X's, at least, I would actually consider this to be one of the easiest ones, which is kind of funny because it's the final one. Which will be nice for what's going to come after this fight in the Giant Battle section of the Battle Ring. I don't know if I've mentioned what's going to happen or not. I'm just going to pretend that I haven't, if I had, and not spoil it until after we're done with this fight, which is wrapping up really quickly. We just have 2 sections left here. We have, and they're both motion control sections, of course, because Nintendo, but, we get to face off in the spin-off. It's going to be good times. This run has been, I'm really scared now, because this run has been going really well, so I feel like something's going to go horribly wrong at some point, but here we go, the spin-off. Gonna center my 3DS. I'm gonna put down my stylus actually, because that'll help. I don't have no need for touchscreens right now. It's entirely motion controlled. Repel the shell. It kind of sounds funny when you put it like that, but luckily because he dodged every single thing of the meat, he only has to go in the lava twice, whereas we can take 3 hits. So we already have an advantage even in that accord. Oh god. Oh, I have lost control of my Luigi. I'm still Luigi. Motion controls. God no! This run was going. Luigi literally just, I lost complete motion control there. I lost complete and total motion control there. I just want to point out that I lost complete and total motion control. It was centered, and it was acting like it wasn't centered. This is why I hate Nintendo motion controls! Ugh! Like, you center it, but it doesn't matter. It decides to have a mind of its... Ugh! It frustrates me so much. Hang on a second, guys. Chow down stopped. Okay, another perfect run so far, assuming I don't screw this up here, but this is pretty easy. Hopefully the motion controls won't be a butt to me this time. Nope. I love how Luigi's like, ooh, ooh, that must have hurt. Ooh, I'm so sorry. Here, let me pick you up by the tail. Alright, so round 2 of the motion control bullshit. Like, this is what worries me about the thing that's gonna come after the giant Bowser X fight in the battle ring. We'll go over it soon, but this is why I might be hesitant to commit to doing it. You'll see. You'll see. I'll explain it in full detail really soon. But yeah, here we go. The Arena of Stupid once more. Can I actually have the motion controls not be dumb this time? Because if that's the case, because like seriously, what happened there was I had it perfectly straight. It had a mind of its own. I had no control over it. I don't know if I'm just bad at motion controls or what, but it's never been responsive to me in a good way. Ever. It's so janky. I don't like janky in my video games. I like precision. Alright, so let's try to... Okay, we have it perfectly steady here. Come on. Come on, get one early. Because he should... Where... Okay, he went off screen and killed himself. That's cool. He's like in the awkward middle section where you don't actually... He's in my blind spot! He's in my blind spot! Kind of worries me a little bit but so far... Yes! There... Oh! Okay, so no, he doesn't have 3. Okay, that was just 2, but that's enough. I can't move anymore. That means he's, that's where he has a little bit of HP left because we have to do our finishing move first, of course. So, yeah. Basically, that one went perfectly well. As long as you don't let him eat any of the meat, and as long as you do everything else perfectly, you'll only have to do 2, which is nice. So you can keep your HP nice and high. Looking where I put the stylus down here. Oop, don't want to accidentally mess with my recording by pressing my mouse. Everything's recording fine. I think everything's recording. Hopefully everything's recording fine, because I don't want to do that again. Motion controls are a pain in the ass. But here we go. Speaking of motion controls, let's do some more of it. Now, it doesn't really matter if I get excellent or not here. It really has no bearing, but it should be roughly around here, if I remember correctly, where he ends up. So I'm just going to kind of stay towards the upper right, because he should kind of move right up there. And there we go. That being excellent... And that be the game, except we know it's not, because you've seen this already. You know that he turns giant again, and then we have to do the extra part, which, this is the part that worries me even more, because if you repeatedly screw this one up, you will just lose because of turn count. Because every time you attempt this thing coming up, it counts as a turn. We have 2 turns left. We have 1 turn leeway here. We can screw up all of 1 time only, and, if we do screw up twice, we'll have to redo everything. Again! Isn't that fun? Oh god, it's an army of Kamek again! Silly Kamek and his cloning abilities. Now, we've seen this all before. I could skip it again, but meh. It's not like this video is gonna end. It's not like I'm gonna fit anything else into this video besides this giant Bowser fight, especially because I had to do it again! Because... motion controls. Just the moral of the story. This is one of the things that I did kind of get a little fed up with about this game and why I took a little bit of a break. Some of the controls are just really kind of questionable, and that was another example of it, unfortunately. But I'm not going to whine too much about it. You guys know my hate for these motion controls. They're the one big detriment for this game, I think, for sure. But maybe it's just me. Maybe other people like the motion controls. I don't know. I don't speak for everyone. It's possible. Alright, so he's going to do his stomping on my face thing. We just have to kind of even out the foot as usual to throw him off balance, and then we'll have a chance to finish him off. Hopefully not take damage, although we can take a hit here, so it's not the biggest deal, but hey, I'd like to not take damage. There we go, we're making good progress, just keep going. Higher, yeah! I like to do like 3 or 4 strokes per side before switching to the other side. That seems to work out pretty well. You seem to be able to pick him up at a pretty good pace there, so ends up working out. He falls in the lava. It's very painful. His skin is literally burning off his body. We could probably just let him sit here. Actually, I guess he's like armored or something, so it doesn't really work. But yeah, you can see up in the upper right corner, remaining turns 2. So we have all of 2 chances to do this. If we fail either of these chances, we will lose the match. So this is where all the marbles come down to. And unfortunately, well, we sort of have, you know, the whole motion controls for this one as well. So, not the easiest task, but I am fairly confident in my ability to do this. I say that as I actually have no confidence whatsoever because motion controls are annoying. So, okay, got the rhythm here. I know exactly where I need to go, so wait, this side, and then this side. Stay on this side. Stay on this side. Stay on this side. Switch to the other side. Go right in the middle. Okay, this side. 2 on this side. 1 on this side. 1 on this side. Stay on this side. And you should be good to go! There we go. Giant Bowser X completed. And look at that, we took very little damage, which is going to be very important for, like I said, what's to be coming in the future. As long as I can have a run like that, things will be good. But, that's basically your ideal Giant Bowser run. Very little damage taken. You have an extra turn left over. It's not too shabby. So, there we go. We got it, and this should actually be our first... We have a bunch of silver trophies, but this one I think should also get a whole bunch of money. But this should be our first gold trophies. Look at that giant golden Bowser. It's beautiful. It's so pretty. We have a bronze Bowser in the other one, don't we? If I remember correctly, like in this one, isn't there a oh, it's just that little Bowser. It's not nearly as exciting. I think my phone just made a noise. Anyway, now that we've completed this though, Giant Battle Medley. This is every single giant battle all in one go. I think you even keep the same health bar, so take note, not taking any damage is super important. And completing it relatively fast, although here's the nice thing. Turn limit 42, if you actually count the turns for these. 6, 10, 20, 31, 38. So you actually have a 4-turn leeway over any of the individual ones. In fact, if you look at my best turns, 5, 9, 19, 30, 37, I'd actually be able to screw up 5 turns and still be able to make this time limit. It's more going to be making sure I don't take any damage, and that's going to take a bit of practice, which is why I'm probably going to practice this on a stream. That's kind of the game plan. So, probably try to get some practice in on this on a stream. Hopefully, if I can get a good setup, that'll let you guys actually see this properly, because, you know, that's a thing. And, with me having to rotate everything and all, I'll have to really tinker for setup, but I'll hopefully make a stream just to practice this at some point, because that'll be a good incentive for me to actually get the practice in. But obviously, this is going to take a lot of practice, and this is another reason why I delayed, because I was like, oh, I'll get this down before I start recording extra videos, and then it's just, it just takes a lot of remembering all the little things and just perfectionism, which is tricky, for sure. But we'll definitely try to get it done at some point. Anyway, in the next episode, Phantasma X, and of course, you can imagine what this is then, given that that's a giant, a medley. This one's also going to be a medley with a hidden boss, just like Bowser's Inside Story did. So we will actually get to practicing that as well on a stream, hopefully. That being said, I still don't think I can do Palladium X until I at least hit level 40, so I'll have to do a grind before I do this. But in the next episode, while I'm still level 34, let's go ahead and actually show off that you can do Phantasma X without the rainbow rank. And we'll be doing that in the next one. This is LuckySevenDX signing out. Welcome back to the Dream Team Extras. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. And, saying welcome back at the end of a video is a really... I'm not sure if that was the right way to phrase that. But regardless, see you all in the next one. Bye-bye. Alright, here we go. I'm going to actually show up what happens when you just smack him into the wall. Because, A, I'm curious. But I did it at this point, which is the second time this happens. Because I'm curious about 3 things. One, what happens... Well, actually, no. I don't think I'm in range to be knocked into the lava. But what happens if you don't actually break the platform he's on as well? I'm really curious what happens about that, too. So, this is going to be kind of a... we're going to see 2 different things by hitting him at this point. So, A, what happens when you hit him into the wall? Bang! Bonk! Just kind of smacks into there. Does that break the thing by any chance? No, it doesn't. So, then what happens if you actually don't break it and knock him into the lava there? I'm kind of curious what triggers at this point. By the way, in case you're wondering if he breaks the thing and you just fall in the lava, you take about a third to half your health. It's pretty hurtful. I think it's about a third, so you take a lot of damage. Oh wow, so it actually segues right into this instead. That's interesting. I actually didn't know it segues into that attack instead. Which then you jump on him like that, and then you actually break it. So it actually forces you to break it by going into that attack. That's actually really interesting. I didn't know that. Huh. And then I'm assuming you jump to this thing, and it starts the whole shebang-a-bang with this. Yep. Okay, so that's what happens. Basically, you have to do an extra fire attack if you don't actually break the platform right there. So, pretty cool. Anyway, gonna go ahead and end things here. So thanks for watching again, and that's Giant Bowser X for you. So see you all in the next one. Bye-bye. Don't yell at me, Bowser. That's rude. Actually, hang on. We're gonna get poked to death. Ready? It's gonna be horrible. It's gonna be horrible. Oh God! Ah! It hurts! It hurts so bad! Oh God! Ah! That was entertaining. Okay, so yeah. See y'all in the next one. Bye-bye. Luigi's dead.